Hello, everybody. Today we're just gonna have another just short little, it's more of really just a feature video because you can pretty much already see everything I have here. But just for anyone interested to get a little bit of a closer look, who might be thinking about um, buying either these standees in particular, or who, like, is someone like me, I've been really into standees in general lately. After I've gotten a few of them, I just really got to say that it's a great alternative and a much like easier on like the wallet kind of thing to figures. It just really is. And they can look just as amazing. I mean, high quality art really, and if it's printed really well, I mean, a standee can. It doesn't have obviously the 3D pop like a normal like figure would. But I've got to say, I've been really digging trying to find some more standees lately, and it's something that has just been coming out more and more. So today we're going to be looking at three of the young ladies from V-Shojo, who, for those of you who don't know, is a VTuber group. These were all independent VTubers before that, but they've all joined V-Shojo. I'm sure you've heard of most of these girls by now. Um, if you enjoy a channel like mine. So, all right, we'll go ahead and start with Nyanners. So these are honestly rather interesting. It's the first time I've had an acrylic standee come like this. So it's not that I'm overly worried about it. It's a bit of a waste of materials, it seems like, but maybe it's easier question mark to print them like this, where you just print them on like one slab of acrylic, and then trying to find my focus for you, and then you just ship the whole thing as is. So it comes with like a stand and then the V for it. Now, one of the things I will talk about a little later after I've just shown them all to you is the price and what I think of it. But first, you can just see Nyanners here, nice quality. One thing though, not double-sided, which I don't love, especially wrapping back to the price point, which, like I said, we'll get to in a little bit. And now here we have Zentreya, probably my personal favorite. I'm not much of a streams person. I just never have. As hard as I've tried, I think I'm just gonna figure it out over time. I'm just not someone who can sit and like watch a 1 or 2 hour stream like with regularity. It's just not my thing. But I do love watching her clips and following her on Twitter. She's a great follow. And I think she just has a really awesome design, and her personality like super comes out just in even not watching her all the time on stream, just on Twitter and stuff. She's really hilarious. And last but not least, of the ones I've picked up anyway, I got three of them. We have Project Melody. I'm sure most of you have heard of Project Melody. Maybe I guess I said a little bit before that I'm not someone who usually sits and watch streams, but I actually have caught a decent amount of Project Melody streams wherever they may happen to be. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm not going to tell you because you're probably too young to know. So yeah, this is Melodies here. Yeah, okay, so now that we've looked at these, now let's go ahead and take the plastic off. So it looks like there's plastic film on the back and the front, as far as I can tell. Let me just make sure that's actually the case before I go doing anything too crazy. All right, so we'll go ahead and peel that off like oh, interesting. So the actual, okay, interesting. Do I not even need to peel this off then? Because this isn't even on the actual acrylic. Okay, so these must have, but I must have to peel it off to get the, no, not necessarily. All right, well, let's just try and work her out then, I guess. Let's just pop her out. So there is a film on the back. Does the one on the back go across the whole thing? Okay, so the film on the back goes across the whole thing. That makes sense. I was about to say it seemed very strange. Okay, what if I just actually just lay it down and then, okay, that's the way to do it. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera and everything. And now actually, that just pops right off like that. So that it's actually the back piece that seems to be holding these in place. And now what we would do is peel off the protective film on the front. Now, okay, interesting. Now it's a little rough. It's not super rough around the edges, but there's a couple spots where it's not as clean as some of the other standees I've bought, just because it's like still in its mold the way it was cut out. So that is interesting. All right, there we go. Now we got it. I've got to say, this thing does seem a lot smaller once you finally get it out of, bam! Once you finally get it out of the casing it's in. We'll go ahead and get like another close up on old Melody now that you can see her a little bit better. But it is good, high quality art. I didn't love the art style. On some of the figures, it colored which ones I got for sure. But no, I think this looks good. I probably won't. I'm gonna just start peeling some of these other ones off because you guys don't need to see me just peel all of these off one by one. All right, there's that one. Yeah, like on this one in particular, there's like you can actually see it there a little bit. It's like these little flanges right here where it's just not like they kind of flake off, but that's not the best. I don't love, like, it's a great way to ship them for protection, I guess, but I don't love the way. I thought it was a really neat idea at first, but the more I see of it, the more it just seems almost like more work to do it that way than to not. All right, I think what we'll do before we mess with the other ones, seeing as I just got one ready, let's go ahead and get Melody all set up. So she goes here. Let's see how this goes in. I'm going to put that right down because that's usually the easiest way to do these. That one slides in nice, but is still snug. The V, which I think is kind of a meh touch. I don't think they really needed that, if I'm being honest with you. The V went in a little harder, but nothing. Ooh. Let's see, does Melody actually go in there better than that? Let me see. Yeah, she actually did. Okay, I just didn't get it in the first time. Man, don't take that out of context with the Melody Standee, please. But yeah, it looks really good. Like, it looks really nice. The V is a nice touch. But I'm going to talk about that at the end a little bit more. But let's get these other ones out of here. All right, come on out, Zenny, you fruity bitch. Don't you deny it. Well, I deny it. It's fine. Hello, Zen. How are you? Hello, my darling. Like so. Looks like Zen has the biggest bottom base, because of course she does. Ooh. There we go. So here you go. Here are the three wonderful ladies, all on their stands. And so I do think they look really cool. Now, it's definitely a unique and different idea, and does do a lot to give the standees depths to have the V's on them. Is it really needed? I don't know, especially if it affects the price point going up. I would really almost say no. So every one of these individually is $3 a piece. $3 a piece. There's three of them. Every one of them was $20 a piece. So now on their own, that really doesn't sound too bad. But the problem is, I would think most people will definitely want multiple of them, and $20 just really starts to put that like really out of reach. Because if you wanted, let's say, just try to get all six, I mean, you're just looking at so much money, you know. It's really hard to justify something that high. Now I know you don't need all six and all that stuff, but even when you're just getting two of them, now you're up to 40. Or if you want three of them, now you're up to $60 for some standees. Does seem pretty high to me, but I do know standees are newish, to say. Now, like, personally, as $20 price point, they should definitely be double-sided. Like, if they're going to be $20, they need to be double-sided for one. Not the biggest deal in the world, but personally, if they're going to be that high, I think they really should be double-sided. If you could knock the price down by getting rid of the V's, or by not having them just cut out of those big acrylic blocks, like I said, maybe that actually saves money. But it does seem strange to me that you just have, well, I can go grab them again. You just have basically all this extra material that isn't really valuable, like, but you still have to use, and I'm assuming pay for to some degree. Because let me show you this. So this here is another acrylic I own. This acrylic is super pretty. The colors on it are like crazy vibrant. This standee is double-sided. It has a colored base, and it is actually a little bit bigger. It's about probably like it's only a little bit bigger than Zen, but it's significantly like more surface area as far as like height goes. But it is a little taller, but mostly it's just about the circumference and the surface area here. So this I bought on Etsy for $15. It's double-sided. The colors are amazing. It's immaculate. I really think that if you could have found a way to make these standees 15, that would have been the perfect price point. Like that $5 off each one. Like let's say they were 15, I probably would have gotten 2 more of them. Because I would have been able to, just taking $5 off each of them, that's another whole one right there. And then, because I was really tempted, I really wanted both Iron Mouse and Silver Veil. And I might still get them at some point. But seeing as they're a limited, release, will I even get them by the time they're gone and not available anymore? Who knows? All in all, though, even with my little nitpicks, which are mostly just points I wanted to touch on just to give some feedback on what I thought about them, these are really nice standees. The colors are really vibrant, they're really well done, the bases are good, everything locks in well. Now, if you're looking for just 1 or 2 of them, that $20 price point isn't really going to bother you. If you're looking to try to get all of the VShojo girls, that's going to be a little bit more of a tall ask. But anyway, I really like them. I hope you guys did too. Just a little showcase to, I just kind of wanted to talk about acrylic figures, frankly, because I've been really into them lately. And so with that, I also just really want Zen to sit on me. But wait, what?